Strength comes from resistance. Strength isn't what kind of car you drive. Strength isn't how many women you've slept with. Strength isn't what you look like. Strength is how much temptation can you resist? How much can you put what matters first over what feels like matters in the moment? I always say, sacrifice in the present for yourself in the future. Because nothing matters in this life if you cannot delay the gratification of the present so that you can benefit in the future. That's the whole point of self-development. That's the whole point of personal development. It is gaining the ability to almost have a foresight into the future and know that if I delay my satisfaction now, which will only be momentary and will only amount to, the type of man that I am, if I can make myself do that with the future in mind, 2 years down the road, I can 10x that investment of time. Now, this is at the core of every single thing that I talk about. It's the reason I wake up at 4:25 every single morning. It is the reason why I take the cold shower. It's the reason why I have the morning routine, why I am so disciplined every single solitary day. It's the reason why I post 50 push-ups on my story every single morning so you guys can be held accountable as well. The link is right below so that you can have that inspiration of me hitting my 50 push-ups every single morning if you're doubtful about if it's for you. But strength comes from resistance. It's not about what you can accomplish, but more so, it's about something way more difficult. For me, at least, it's very difficult for me. That's why I exercise it every day. It's how much can I resist the urge to just give in to momentary pleasure. Momentary pleasure that doesn't amount to anything. Doesn't amount to anything at all. This was the realization that I came to a couple years ago when I started my personal development journey. I had been in the gym for a while, and like I always say, it wasn't a knowledge problem, it was an application problem. And that's what most of you guys have. You guys have an application problem. It's not a knowledge problem because the knowledge is out there. You've probably scrolled on a TikTok, scrolled on an Instagram reel, watched a YouTube video dozens of times that has all the information that you need to move forward in life, to make progress in life, because it is simple. Simplicity is the greatest sophistication. But it's hard to be simple because our brains always want to overcomplicate things. But if you can just work the muscle of putting off the satisfaction in the moment, not giving into the drugs, not giving into the alcohol, not giving into the porn, not giving in to your snooze button in the morning when you told yourself the night before you were going to wake up, not giving into that little bitchy voice that tells you it's okay if you skip a workout, not giving into that little bitchy voice that tells you you've made enough progress that you don't have to track your macros. That is strength. Resisting that urge. Resisting that urge to take the easy route that everyone else today in this day and age takes. That is how you separate yourself. The greater that you get at that skill of resisting the urge of taking the easy route, the greater the gap between you, your peers, and your competition will become. Give yourself 6 months of working on that muscle, of mastering your craft, of shaping yourself. And you can become unstoppable. But most of you can't fucking delay the gratification for even just 5 minutes enough to keep your hand off of your dick before you go to bed. How sorry is that? How sorry is that? How do you expect to build a phenomenal physique? How do you expect to attract a beautiful woman? How do you expect to build a business, to support a family? How do you expect to walk in a room and have people turn and look at you just because they can sense your presence because your aura is so strong? If you can't even fucking control lustful thoughts? Strength comes from resistance. I'll say it over and over and over again. Try to reverse engineer your thought process. Don't just sit here thinking about the goal in the future. Think about the you in the future. Because the goal can only motivate you so far. You have to think of what you'll be capable of, how your life will feel, what you'll be able to do when you've paid down enough ignorance debt to live a life of your dreams. I'm going to keep today's video short because I've got a really great video dropping for you guys by tomorrow. But if you are stuck right now, I'm getting so many DMs on my Instagram, and it honestly pisses me off because I don't know why anyone would come to me thinking they're going to get sympathy from saying it's hard, it's difficult. No shit, it's difficult. It was difficult for me. It's difficult every single day. If it wasn't difficult, everyone would be great. Everyone would make stupid amounts of progress every day. But that's not the case, is it? Because it is difficult. You wouldn't want it to be easy. You have to earn it. Sit down, create a list of every single solitary thing, and be honest with yourself. When you come across something that you know is not good for you and is not going to get you to your goals, and your body is like, no, I don't have to give that up. I can keep that. I can go out with my friends on Fridays and get blackout drunk, and that's fine, because that's beneficial. Do not listen to that inner dialogue. Anything that you feel connected to, that you feel like you cannot give up, you must give up. I'll tell you the difference between the you right now and the you that has achieved every single one of your dreams. You right now, all the things that come to mind when you write out this list about what's going to stop you from getting to your goals, the things that you're not willing to sacrifice, the future version of you that has achieved every single goal that's floating around in your brain right now, that future version of you was willing to sacrifice all those things. And as soon as you make the conscious decision not to, that man slowly starts to fizzle away from existence. He exists. The future is written. It just hasn't fallen into line yet. It hasn't organized itself evenly. But if you continue to live how you are, if you continue to deny that factor inside of you that tells you, I know exactly what to do, it's just difficult. If you continue to deny that and act like you don't know what to do and that it's so hard to figure out where to start, that man, that version of you that has achieved all of your goals slowly fizzles away. You know exactly what to do. You just continue looking for a cop-out. You continue looking for the easy way out. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting to me. It's disgusting to everyone around you. It's disgusting to your family. That's why you have no confidence. That's why you can't achieve anything. That's why you start something and then you stop it a couple weeks later, a couple days later, a couple months later. You haven't built any blocks to stand on. Just to have just a bunch of half-built bridges. When are you gonna commit? What's gonna have to happen? You're gonna have to lose an arm before you finally say, fuck it, I'll go all in? Why wouldn't you go all in? You're only given one die. One dice to roll. Same thing is going to happen if you were to roll it and have the worst of luck. That is better than you holding it and never taking the chance and going your whole life without seeing what the outcome of that roll could have been. Commit. What is stopping you? Fuck what anyone else thinks. Fuck how many times you have to fail. Fuck the sleepless nights. Fuck the crying. Accept it. It's part of the process. Run headfirst into the fire. And you will get burned. But you'll realize that you're fireproof. That doesn't mean it won't sting. But you will not die. But you have to take that first step. Head on. You have to fully commit. Run as fast as you can. Be willing to lose everything that you have right now for that version of you in the future. And that man will thank you right now for making that decision. I promise. It's been a couple days since I've made a video. A lot has gone on, a lot really good. I've been absolutely booked out the ass with calls. I guess people are finally starting to read the description and look at the book a call link and realize, it's time to get your life in check, right? And that's great. I usually am pretty booked, but it's just been absolutely insane these past couple of weeks. And I've just had to sort through so many people because most of these motherfuckers would not make it a day in my program. And I have to tell them no. But that rare motherfucker that comes on, I know it as soon as I speak to him. He's watched my videos. He's willing to sacrifice it all. And that is the type of guy that I turn into a badass motherfucker. His life's transformed from then on just because he made that commitment to go all in. This is more of just a check-in video. I know my aggression talks are really, really long usually. But I'm stacking so much content. I'm about to drop some absolute heat on you guys. But I knew I needed to check in. If you just are subscribed to me on YouTube, I swear this isn't even promo. I just want you guys to see the consistency. You don't even have to follow me. Just go look up my name so it can be in your search suggestions so you can check my story in the mornings. So it'll make you feel like even more of a bitch that you can't wake up when I'm waking up. When me and all my guys, all my followers are waking up. It's time to take control of your life. You know what you're capable of. It just scares you to think about it because then you know that you can no longer accept complacency. Time to make your choice. You're running out of time. What are you going to decide? I suggest you run head fucking first into the fire. Head first into that thought that's circling around in your mind that you know you need to take the leap on. Because the magic you're looking for in life is hidden behind the work you are avoiding. And that has been true 100,000% of the time in my life and everyone else's life that I've seen it work in. Turn on the bell so you guys can watch this video tomorrow. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. But I needed to check in with you guys first. I love you boys. Stay aggressive.